This is right funny.
This is right funny.
This is right funny.
This is right funny.
This is right funny. This is right funny. This is right funny.
Hi, I was just wondering. Well, I haven't lost anything, but I do need to be defeated in the completion of a purposeful act.
Ah, right, yes. This isn't the lost and found, madam.
Oh no, I'm aware of that. I'm looking for something more substantial.
A deeper and more spiritual encounter. No, the lost and profound is just down the corridor on your left.
No, that isn't really what I want. What I want is for my driving purpose and motivation, as uncertainly direct as it is, to be met with frustration to inevitable point of interactable defeat.
Oh, so you're looking for the lost and confound office? No, I'm afraid we don't have one at this station.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Goodbye.
Profound.
No, that's down the corridor on the left.
This is right funny. This is right funny.
Warriors, the enemy are yonder, hidden inside that high keep. But though they shroud themselves with high towers of stone, our mighty cause will be enough to bring them down. Are you with me?
Sire, do you intend to charge that tower alone, unarmoured, unprotected?
Not alone, for I will be joined by my bravest men, and not unarmoured, for their valour and faith in my cause will be enough to protect us from the fiercest of blows. To the tower! Charge! How did they?
They fought you?
They counterattacked with stronger forces before we could even get there. What diabolical powers they must wield. How could they?
Know you were coming? They have got windows in that tower, you know. They probably just looked out.
Damn them! They are cunning as college-educated weasels. But though we are fewer and less wily, still we are brave. On, men! Attack! Take the tower! Ow!
Sire?
They...
Shot you with arrows?
But how could they?
From the windows, probably. But, sire, I really think that you should...
Sire, to defend ourselves from the arrows, I have an invention of my own. A shield.
Incredible! I am served by both the bravest and wisest of men. No arrow shall pierce us now. We will topple this tower before the day is out. With me, men! Attack! Rocks! Sodding great dirty big bits of rock! And thrown from a great height! That's just unnecessary.
They really don't want you in that tower, sire.
Well, we'll show them once more into the fray. Oh my! What the? For the love of... Those people are mental. They were setting things on fire, and they threw... I don't even know how to describe. Horribly liquidy.
Boiling oil.
Yes, I suppose that's one way to describe it.
No, that's literally what it was. They were pouring boiling oil on you to scald off your skin and boil you alive.
What? See, these people are deranged.
What do you expect them to do, sire? You weren't expecting them not to resist your attacks, were you? You weren't thinking you were just going to run up to the tower. You didn't actually think you were going to open the door, did you?
Well, how could they stop?
With a lock. They could just lock it.
Oh, yeah. That does make sense.
How many of these men were you planning on losing until you thought this was a bad idea?
Well, I suppose...
I'm guessing all of them.
Um...
Was it all of them?
Yes.
You've made the same mistake over and over again without remembering the problems you face, considering the risks you take, or the danger to the lives and safety of those you involve in your ridiculous and fruitless activities. I really don't think this is a line of work for you.
Oh, really? But what else could I do?
And so, the first of the investment bankers was born.
This is right funny.
Film 4 continuity announcement. Silence for recording, please. 3, 2, 1.
Tonight we continue our movie marathon of the Thor franchise. Tonight we have Thor 2 at 9 p.m. We would like to correct an incorrection from earlier in which we stated that Thor 5 would follow Thor 3 for Friday at 5 on Film 4. Thankfully, Thor 5 will not follow Thor 3 for Friday at 5 on Film 4 before Thor 4. Thor 4 can be found on More 4 before Thor 5 on Film 4. Finally, we have a fun fact-filled film on the filming of the 4 Thor films, which can be found on Channel 4, we think.
Hang on a minute. There isn't a 4, 4 or 5. What are you reading? These are the Saw films, not the Thor films.
Well, it's not my fault. I've got a lisp.
This is right funny. This is right funny. This is right funny.
Wonderful. And you can see Purty Kukri, the Finnish Nepalese jazz fusion duo, on tour in autumn. You're listening to Late Junction on Radio 3 with me, Max Reinhardt. Right now I'm delighted to welcome our live guest to the studio. A favourite here on Late Junction, Ampersand is a minimalist avant-garde composer with a string of strange and unusual albums and performances. And this latest offering is no exception. Ampersand, what are you going to do first for us?
Well, thank you, Max. I'm starting off with a new piece written especially for this show. It's called Long Pause, followed by the backup tape.
Take it away, Ampersand. Live in session.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is BBC Radio 3. And now, Saturday Classics.
I'm so sorry, Ampersand, listeners. Our backup tape kicked in just as Ampersand was about to play. Can you try again?
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is BBC Radio 3. And now, Saturday Classics.
Sorry. The problem is that the system's designed to automatically play the backup tape after a certain amount of silence. And the long pause at the start of this piece, wonderful by the way, reminiscent of early John Cage, is apparently just long enough to trigger the tape. I wonder, Ampersand, if you could, for the purposes of this performance, slightly shorten the long pause part of the... No, of course not. Okay, let's just try again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, yes, sorry, Ampersand, I thought I might just make a noise myself to stop the actual backup tape from being triggered, but I see I put you off. Sorry. We do just need to do something, though, to avoid the long pause being followed by the backup tape, so we can hear long pause followed by the backup tape. Oh, I think I know. Let's try again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5. Sorry, I just thought... Okay, look, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I'm disabling our backup tape. Right then, Ampersand, with long pause followed by backup tape.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is BBC Radio 3. And now, Saturday Classics.
Thank you.
Worth waiting for. Ampersand, thank you. Let's go to the news.
This is right funny. This is right funny. This is right funny. This is right funny. This is right funny.
Sunday. Nothing like it. A quiet, sleepy day. Just to rest and relax with a comfy armchair and a read of the paper.
Yes. Blissful, isn't it?
Oh, bloody hell. The minute I settle down to relax and him next door starts up mowing the lawn.
Well, it's a Sunday, isn't it? When else is he going to get a chance to do it? And we all relax in different ways. You with your paper, and maybe the man next door likes gardening. Besides, it's not that loud.
Bloody loud enough from where I'm sitting.
Stop focusing on it. It's just one noise. It's basically still a peaceful Sunday.
For the love of God, and what's that? The gentle song of courting birds?
It's just the house across the road tuning up their car. I'm sure if you've got any mates too, then you can go back to enjoy it.
Jesus Christ.
See? The lawnmower doesn't sound half so bad after you've had to...
Oh, for heaven's sake, it never ends.
It's just an ice cream van. That's a nice noise. It's the noise of young children getting to enjoy their version of a peaceful Sunday. Come on, you young ones. Don't you remember how much joy that music brought you? You have your paper and your quiet read, and they have their ice creams and their...
Idiot, man. Idiot. Stupid pig nose.
What did they just...
Let them have their fun.
Big nose.
They're just
Oi,
children.
Big nose.
Ignore the noise.
Come out, fight.
They don't even live on this street, coming round here making all that racket when I'm trying to...
Well, they're obviously been attracted by the ice cream van, haven't they? And what could be a more Sunday thing than...
They're nowhere near the ice cream van. Look, it's all teenagers in hoodies and...
That's not a key. That's nothing like a key.
They are teenagers scoring drugs, but... Well, they're just having their own kind of fun. You have your paper and a quiet sit down, and they have
You're
their...
not ripping me off, mate. No one rips me off.
Oh, God!
Come get some. You want some too? I get some. You'll never take me alive.
Well, what kind of fun do you call that?
Never let it be said that nothing ever happens around here on a Sunday.
That's true enough. But thank God for the quiet, eh? Now, where's my paper?
Right Funny was performed by
Dave McClelland,
Joy Wright.
Andrew Tildersley.
Tom McGrath.
Sheila House.
It was written by Danny Antrobus, John Fedorenko, Spleeny Dotson, and Ron Williams. It was produced by the Mechanical Pig.